let's begin. Meg takes the robe off. We see she has no breast, but 2 big scars.
The scars attempt to tell a story, but let's face it, they can't do that. It would be too convenient if our bodies could tell what they have endured, what we have made them endure. In the background, juxtaposed projections of Aphrodite of Milos and David. When I was younger, I used to lose my pencils a lot. I left home with 3 and returned with 1, if lucky. My mother didn't know, so I used my own savings to buy pencils. And when I ran out of money, I just begged my classmates to lend me one. One time, I came back home without my entire backpack. My mother was furious. "How did you not notice? Didn't it feel different?" I raised my shoulders and hesitated to answer. She got even angrier. She said, "In life," well, come on, like you need me to tell you anything that starts like that. No one does. Life comes in waves. Sometimes we like its gentle caress. Other times they're so violent, like a slap. Life offers us a lot of pain and sorrow, but we have to march on. We stand up and continue marching. There's no other solution. Like one time, I was so ready to start my job. I had all the qualifications, and then I was told, "Look, dear, we are sorry, but after careful consideration, we chose to go in a different direction." You know that person is not even half as good as you are, but you can't change anything. Or another time, I caught my husband basically eating someone else's face. And when he saw me noticing this savage act, he said, "Oh, but honey, this is just a tiny distraction, an appetizer. You are the one I truly love. You're my main dish." What the fuck? Did he just say that he's basically been eating my face this whole time? Fucking life. Or this other time, listen to this one. You are on vacation, it's summer, and it's beautiful. You enjoy a cocktail on the boardwalk. When all of a sudden you hear people screaming. Yes, like that. Thank you. And the noise, it starts getting louder and louder, and you have no freaking clue what's going on until the crowd takes you with them. And from a protective place, you see a disturbed criminal plow into innocent people with his truck, and you pinch yourself in disbelief. But you smell the blood of the dead in the air, and you realize this is not a horrible movie. This is life. And these? After a serious introspection, without consulting my sister or my cheating husband, I decided I didn't want to be what is defined as a woman. We're assigned these rigid roles from birth. We are told, one day you will be a great wife, and you will also make a terrific mother. Maybe I won't. Maybe I don't want to follow the norms. I am sick and tired of pink and blue. Girls do this and boys do that. Fuck the cancerous norms. When I was in college, I befriended Carmen. And Carmen told me, Meg, in Latin, my name behaves like a masculine and a feminine noun in equal amounts. It's a neuter. 50-50, a perfect balance. Something that you can't find in life without passing judgments. It means song or poem. That there is nothing lyrical or soothing in my life. I was born intersex. And for years, I managed to hide my truth until I grew up and I couldn't ignore my body's needs. I discovered its pleasures. I dissolved my worries and obsessions in the other's body because that's how liquid our meat becomes when we make love. But this good feeling was always short-lived. I was called names, horrible names, as if I chose this reality, this embodiment. Meg, do you know how many people are born intersex? 1 in 100. But instead of being treated with love and respect, we are considered an abject anomaly. I look at my naked body in a mirror many times, and I didn't see anything abnormal. It's complex and interesting. But people are afraid of different. I have been told that I had to choose, but how would I know if I am a man or a woman? What if I choose and then regret my choice? Meg, why can't I be both? That night, I made love with Carmen. And it has been the best thing I've ever offered to myself. I wanted to run away with Carmen. Oh! I went to Carmen's apartment. I had a spare key, and I opened the door. It smelled divine of lavender. I've always wanted to make love in a lavender field. I called, Carmen, Carmen. No answer. And then I saw Carmen on the floor. The mirror, Carmen's silent therapist for all those years, was shattered all over Carmen's body. Its huge wooden frame was intact, and inside it, she looked like this beautiful painting. So serene. Carmen was dead. We push people away and we make them feel like they amount to nothing. We are the cruelest animals. We think we're kind, but the minute we see someone different, we're terrified. We think that that person will do us harm or some other stupid shit. After Mia's cancer and her obsessive desire to become a mother, I had an epiphany. I was looking at her pain from ingesting her torture, and I saw how after a long period of introspection, she had her breast removed. And then I did the BRCA1 test, and it turned out I inherited the faulty gene too, and would develop cancer. Fucking great, right? So I said to myself, why the fuck wait for cancer to pay me a visit when I can be a previvor? I said to myself, well, I'll take off both my breasts. Easy. I am a lawyer. I know my rights. I own my body. No doctor could tell me otherwise. I was crying tears not because of my decision, but because I was thinking of Carmen. I feel more like a woman now that I don't have breasts. I mean, sure, they were okay. But I never thought they defined my femininity. I never called them anything. Except for now, I have hole 1 and hole 2. It's not sick. It's funny. You know, Dr. Seuss would have thought so. But I can't explain this to Mia. She has this fucked up masochistic way to manage pain. Maybe we all have. That's how we deal with life.